Good evening, students. Welcome to the session. In this session, we are going to discuss the four questions which I have given to you in the homework on Saturday. So, let's start with the very first question. And if you are new to this channel, then you can like, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you can get the regular updates whenever I will upload the new video. So, let's start with the very first question. The first question which was given to you in the homework was this one. Two sheets were there. This is sheet number 1. This is sheet number 2. Or you can say this is sheet 1 having the charge density plus 2 sigma. So this sheet has positive charge density and this sheet has negative charge density, so it is minus 4 sigma. So these are the two sheets. You can name it as sheet number A, sheet name A, sheet name B. So without wasting any time, let's find the electric field. This is region number 1, this is region number 2, this is region number 3. So you can say it as region 1, region 2 and region 3. So these are the three regions. Now we have to find the electric field, magnitude and direction of electric field in region 1. So let's see how to solve the question. Let's see, it is plate P. So now students, we have to find the magnitude and direction. So firstly, in region number 1, the direction of electric field due to plate A will be along this direction. This is positive charge, so due to this sheet, electric field will be along this direction, having the magnitude sigma by 2 epsilon naught. We have done this derivation yesterday. So its magnitude will be sigma by 2 epsilon naught if it has charge density sigma, but it has charge density 2 sigma. So electric field this electric field magnitude will be 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. This is the magnitude of electric field which is along the left direction as shown in figure. I hope it is clear. Now electric field due to this negative charge sheet will be along this direction and its magnitude will be equal to 4 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. 4 sigma by 2 epsilon naught, because we have the formula sigma by epsilon naught for the electric field where sigma is charge density. So here charge density is plus 2 sigma, so that's why plus 2 sigma is written here. Here charge density is 4 sigma, so 4 sigma is written here. Now these are the two vectors in the region 1. These are the two vectors having opposite directions, means they are anti-parallel. So resultant, now we have to find the resultant resultant electric field. So resultant of electric field will be along the right direction, because the greater vector is along the right direction. So this is the direction of net electric field in region 1 and its magnitude will be greater minus smaller, so 4 sigma by 2 epsilon naught minus 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So resultant electric field has the magnitude 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So this is the resultant electric field in region 1. So I hope it is clear. 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. This is the resultant electric field in first region, and the direction of this electric field is along the right direction, along the right, towards the right direction as shown. You can note the solution up to this point. Now we have to find the electric field in the region number 2. So in region 2, basically we have to firstly check the direction, then we have to find the magnitude. Okay, so in the region number 2, due to this plus 2 sigma or due to sheet A, and this is the region number 2. So in region 2, the electric field due to this sheet A will be along this direction, and electric field due to this negative charge sheet will be also along the right direction. So now these are the two vectors in same direction, so they will be added, simply added algebraically. So its answer will be the now resultant will be 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught, 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught divided by, sorry, this is 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus 4 sigma by 4 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So you can say final electric field, resultant electric field will be equal to 6 sigma by, so resultant electric field will be 6 sigma by 2 epsilon naught, and the final direction of electric field in the region 2 will be towards the right direction. So this is the direction, net electric field direction will be along the right direction. So this is for the region number 2. Now we have to find the electric field for region 3. You can note down this answer. Okay, now we are going to discuss electric field in region number 3, region 3. So I hope you are getting what I want to convey from here, okay? Because only then this video will be useful. If you are getting what I am saying, then you can like this video, you can share this video, and you can subscribe to our channel, so that whenever I will upload a video, you will get the notification of that. So this is region number 3. In this region, due to this sheet A, the direction of electric field will be away in this direction, and the direction of electric field due to sheet, this B sheet, will be along this direction. So which one is greater? Obviously this electric field due to sheet B is greater because it has more density. So we get the resultant as 4 sigma by epsilon 2 epsilon naught. So 4 sigma by 2 epsilon naught minus 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So after the calculation, we get resultant electric field. So resultant electric field for this case will be equal to 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So this is the resultant electric field, and the direction of electric field will be along the left direction. This is the final direction of electric field. So this will be the direction of electric field in the region 3. So with this first question is completed. I hope this question is clear. If any doubt is there, then you can ask. So basically application of Gauss law, and this is the application of Gauss law, and this question was asked in CBSE exam 2020. It was given in sample question paper of CBSE, and he has given the value of two sheets, charge densities on two sheets, and in the same way three regions were given: region 1, region 2, region 3, and he examiner was asking the magnitude in a particular region. So now we are moving to next question. The next question is saying, so now students, the second question we are going to discuss here. So in the second question, this type of question is again asked in many exams. So second question is saying that what will be the electric flux coming out of a cube if Q charge is placed. Two cases are given here. Two cases are given there. So at the center of one face. So students, the first case is that this charge is placed, this Q charge is placed at the center of one face. So this is the, in this way charge is placed. So in this way charge is placed here. So basically students, whenever this type of question is asked, you have to complete the diagram first, because now this charge is open. Now this charge is open to this surface, open to this end. So we have to enclose it. Firstly, we have to enclose it in proper way. So how we can enclose it? I hope you can understand. If I place the similar type cube just above it, if I place similar type cube as I am drawing here, just above it, then this charge will be enclosed, as you can see here. Now this charge is enclosed. So in this way, when you have to find how many cubes are required to enclose it, how many cubes are required to enclose it. So here you can see total number of cubes, how many cubes are required. So total 2 cubes are required, one is below and one is just above. So this charge will be now inscribed, or you can say it will be enclosed. So when this charge is enclosed, now the electric flux which will be coming out of this complete cube, it will be 1 by epsilon naught times 1 by epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed, that is Q. So this is the total flux coming. But how many cubes are there? This is cube number 1, this is cube number 2. So 2 cubes are required now. But in the question he has given only 1 cube. So that means if out of 2 cubes the flux is coming, that is 1 by epsilon naught times Q. So that means if this figure is there, then flux will be reduced to half, because earlier 2 cubes were there. So now in this particular case, the flux will be 1 by, how many cubes are required? So it will be 1 by epsilon naught times charge for the complete figure, 1 by epsilon naught times Q into Q. for the complete figure, or you can say q by epsilon naught simply. So q by epsilon naught. But now how many cubes were there in original shape? When we have to assume, when we have to make the you can say make the assumptions or make the complete diagram, in that case, so for that case 2 cubes were required. So now we have to divide it with some particular value. So this sorry, so this will be required, this is 2, so we have to divide it with 2, because in this particular figure 1 cube is there only, so flux will be reduced to half. I am repeating the question. To enclose this charge, we need another cube, which is I am drawing here. So that means the 2 cubes were required to enclose this charge. So one is below 1 and one is above 1. So total when there are 2 cubes, the electric flux will be q by epsilon naught. But when 1 cube is there, the flux will be reduced to half, because only 1 cube is there. So for 1 cube, flux will be reduced to half. So in this way you have to, if you understood this question, then you can easily attempt the second part. So this was the second question, part A. So if you understood this question, then it will be easy to understand the second one, B part. So if you got my point, if you got what I am trying to say here, then you can easily do the next question. So next question is second question, part B. So in the second question, part B, what the examiner is saying, he is saying that the charge is placed at one of the corners. The charge is placed at one of the corners, like you can see here. Let's suppose this is the charge which is placed here. So to enclose this charge, now see, to enclose this charge, how many cubes are required? Firstly, 1 cube will be required in this way. 1 cube will be there. 1 cube will be here. And 1 cube will be there. So that means you can easily see how many cubes are required now. You can easily see 1 cube will be required on this side. Wait, I will try to complete the diagram. 1 cube will be required here in this way. 1 cube will be required here. 1 cube will be required at this back end. 1 cube will be required from here. So now these are the 4 cubes, you can say, like this one, like this figure you can see. So there will be 4 cubes. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. But this charge is still not enclosed. This charge is still not enclosed. This is open from top. This charge is open from the top. That means 4 similar type of cubes will be placed just above it. So 4 cubes will be required for the first base. 4 more cubes of similar type will be placed just above it, like this one. So similar type of 4 cubes will be just above it, then it will be enclosed. So that means to enclose this charge, when the charge is placed at the corner of the cube, to enclose that charge we need how many cubes? We need 8 cubes. So 8 is the number. 4 at first base, first you can say 4 at this one, 4 just above it, then this charge will be enclosed. So that means for the particular figure, how many cubes are required? 8. In the question, how many cubes are given? 1. So that means for this figure, if I place 4 here, 4 cubes just above it, then 8 cubes will be there. So net electric flux for that figure will be Q by epsilon naught. But for the question, for the given question, only one cube was given, this one. So that means electric flux coming from that this cube, single cube, will be Q by 8 epsilon naught. Q by 8 epsilon naught. So this will be your answer for this particular question. Basically you have to assume this diagram, you have to make this diagram. Whenever the charge is not placed at center, listen to my words, whenever the charge is not placed at the center, then you have to draw the diagram, then you have to make the assumptions how many cubes are required, then you can find the electric flux. So I hope this question is now clear. This question is clear. So now see C part also. Let's see the C part question, which was not given, but I am making a C part question here. So for answer for this question will be 1 by Q by 8 epsilon naught for this question. Now let's see, if the charge is placed at one of the edges. If the charge is placed here, then what we do? If the charge will be placed here, then firstly we will complete this figure. One cube on this side, one cube will be on this side. But is the charge is enclosed now? See, is the charge is enclosed? No, it is not enclosed. So that means similar type of two cubes are more required, which will be placed just above it, so that this charge will be enclosed. Similar type of two cubes will be placed just above this structure, so that this charge will be enclosed. So that means when the charge is placed at the center of edge, in that case the total number of cubes required will be 4. So that means for the 4 cubes the flux will be Q by epsilon naught. But in this case, when the charge is placed at edge of the cube, for a single cube the electric flux will be reduced to 1 by 4th. So this is the flux for this particular case, when the charge is placed at center of the edge of the cube. Center of any edge, like it can be placed here, it can be placed here also, in this way. So wherever this type of question you will get, then you have to firstly complete the diagram and enclose the charge. When you will enclose the charge, then you will get the answer. So this is the solution of second question. Let's see the solution of fourth question also, because fourth question is similar to this one. So fourth question is saying, fourth question, so this is the solution. I am drawing the solution now for fourth question. Wait. So in the fourth question, diagram is given to me, hemisphere is given. So this was the hemisphere which is given to me. So basically students, what examiner is saying in fourth question, in the fourth question he is saying the charge is placed at the center point of a hemisphere, like this one. So he is asking for how much flux will come out of this hemisphere. So this is again charge is not enclosed in the Gaussian surface. So we have to firstly complete this Gaussian surface. So let's complete it. We have to draw this hemisphere as well as this hemisphere. Now the charge is enclosed. So for this question, now my answer will be Q by epsilon naught. This is the amount of flux which is coming out. But in the question, this below sphere is not given. So that means two spheres are required. So total flux, like in the earlier questions, 8 cubes, 2 cubes and 4 cubes were required. So now in this case, two hemispheres were required. So that means for a single hemisphere, my answer will be Q by 2 epsilon naught. This is the amount of flux that is coming out of the hemisphere when Q charge is placed at the center point of this hemisphere. So this is regarding the fourth question. These type of questions are asked many times in the entrance exams like NEET, JEE Mains, entrance exams. These are very important. And sometimes CBSE will also ask similar type questions. So I hope these questions are clear. Question number 2 and 4. They are the most important questions that you have to understand. Question number 2 and 4. Question number 3 is the lengthy one. So that's why I am discussing that question at the last. So basically question number 2 and 4, they are the important one and you have to pay attention to that questions. I have discussed that two questions in a very sincere way. So I hope you can understand these. If you are unable to get anything, then you can drop the message on my number, that is 8727955300. So now we are going to move to the third question. In the third question, 4 sheets were given to me. Okay, control Z, control. Okay, 4 sheets were given to me, like you can see here. 4 sheets. Okay, this is sheet 1, this is sheet 2, this is sheet 3. Okay, wait. This is sheet 1, this is sheet 1, sheet 1. Wait for 1 minute, students. This is sheet 1. Sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4 and sheet. Okay, 4 sheets are there, right? So 4 sheets are there. This sheet has charge density plus sigma. This is plus sigma. This is plus 2 sigma. This is plus 3 sigma. Plus 3 sigma. And this is minus 4 sigma. So let's start the discussion now. This is reason number 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4 and this is reason 5. So for the third question, 5 reasons are given to me. So this is question number 5. Sorry, this is question number 3. So without wasting any time, let's start the discussion. For the first reason, the direction of electric field due to first sheet will be this one, second sheet this one, third sheet this one. Due to positive sheet, the direction of electric field will be in this direction. Due to negative sheet, the direction will be in this one. So add these three, it will give me sigma plus 2 sigma plus 3 sigma. So it will be 6 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. This is 6 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. And then I have to subtract this 4 sigma sheet. So it is minus 4 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So this will be the resultant electric field. You can note down the resultant electric field will be 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. The resultant electric field will be 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught, and its direction will be in the region 1. The direction will be towards left direction. You can note down the direction will be towards left direction. So I hope it is clear. The answer will be 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. This is the value of electric field due to this for this question, 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught for the reason 1. Reason 1 means first, this is the reason 1. So I hope you can take the screenshot of this question solution. Now we are moving to the second question, second reason. Now we are moving to second reason. In the second reason, yes, now we have to check the sheets. So due to this positive sheet, first sheet, electric field will be along, it will be along this direction. Due to this positive sheet, electric field will be along left direction. Due to this positive sheet, electric field will be along this left direction. Now due to this negative sheet, electric field will be towards right direction. So at the right direction is sigma plus 4 sigma. So it will be sigma plus 4 sigma is 5 sigma. So 5 sigma will be along the right direction. So 5 sigma by 2 epsilon naught, this will be the electric field towards the right direction. Now if I add these two left hand side, so left hand side is saying 2 sigma plus 3 sigma. So 2 and 3 it is again 5 sigma. So electric field, equal electric field will be towards the left direction, equal electric field will be towards the right direction. So these two will cancel out. So electric field in the region number 2, this is region 2. So in region 2, the net electric field is equal to 0. 4 plus 1 sigma, 5 sigma, 5 5 cancel out. Yes, electric field in the region 2 is 0. So I hope it is clear. We have calculated it very well. So you have to go through the complete solution. You can take the screenshot now. I am raising this one, wait. Now we have to move to the region number 3. Okay, let's see the region 3. This is region 3. Wait, this is region 3. In this region, due to this sheet, positive sheet, the electric field will be towards right direction. Due to this plus 2 sigma, it will be along the right direction. Due to plus 3 sigma, it will be along left direction. Due to this minus 4, it will be along the right direction. So add these right direction. Right direction is sigma, 2 sigma and 4 sigma. So 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus sigma 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus sigma 7 sigma. So towards the right side it is 7 sigma. So 7 sigma by 2 epsilon naught is the electric field which is towards the right direction. So left direction electric field is due to plus 3 sigma, so minus it will be more, so minus 3 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So this is the result. You will get the answer 4 sigma by 2 epsilon naught, that will be the resultant electric field. So 4 sigma by 2 epsilon naught, and the direction of resultant electric field in region 3, it will be towards the right direction. So this is all regarding the third region. Answer for it will be 4 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. You can note down or you can take the screenshot. Now we are moving to the next question. Next region 4. So sometimes examiner can also ask in which region electric field will be maximum. So that type of question can be also expected. So now we are moving to the next question, region D. So in region D you can see, due to this sheet positive, electric field will be along this direction. Due to this positive sheet, electric field will be along this direction. Due to this positive sheet, electric field will be along this direction. And due to this negative sheet, electric field will be all along this direction. So all electric fields will be added. So this is the reason. So 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 2 9. So for this reason answer will be 10 sigma by 2 epsilon naught, and this is the reason where electric field is maximum. So question can be asked in this way also, 10 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So this is the electric field in this region 4. So question can be asked in this way also. So that's why I was taking this question is taking time, so I am that's why I have discussed this question at the last. So answer for this fourth reason will be it will be 10 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Now we are going to discuss the last one. So electric in the fifth reason, this is reason number 5. So this is reason 5. So in this reason we are going to discuss now. So due to this first sheet, electric field this direction, due to second sheet this direction, due to third sheet this direction, due to fourth sheet it will be towards the left direction. Now towards the left it is 4 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Towards the right you can see 3 sigma, 2 sigma, sigma. So it will be 6 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So towards the right direction it is 6 sigma by, towards the right direction it is 6 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Towards the left direction it is 4 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So from 6 sigma by 2 epsilon naught we have to subtract 4 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So it will be equal to 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. It will be 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Now you have to find the direction. Now you have to find the direction. So direction will be along the right direction, because the magnitude of vector towards the right direction is more. So this is all regarding the 4 assignment question, 4 homework questions we have discussed here. So question number 3 is now completed. So in this video we have discussed 4 questions which I have given in the homework yesterday. So I hope the 4 questions are clear. If any student is having the doubt in any question, then you can drop the message here. This is my number 8727955300. So if any student is having the doubt, he or she can drop the message here. And if you find that this channel is useful to you, this channel is providing useful information to you and the content is good, then you can like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can share with your friends also who are studying in class 10th, class 11th and class 12th. This is all for today. Thank you so much. Take care and bye bye. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much. Bye bye.